X-Men, Spider-Man 001, 2009. This issue kicks off with Spider-Man, as Peter Parker, grappling with the complexities of balancing his superhero life with his personal one. He's trying to maintain his relationship with Gwen Stacy while constantly having to disappear to fight villains. Meanwhile, on television, J. Jonah Jameson is stirring up anti-mutant hysteria, highlighting a recent battle between the X-Men and the Hulk in Las Vegas. He uses this incident to call for government supervision and registration of mutants, raising the question of what should be done about the mutant menace. Character introduction. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Peter Parker is the iconic friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Bitten by a radioactive spider during a high school field trip, he gains spider-like abilities: superhuman strength, agility, the ability to cling to surfaces, and a precognitive spider sense. Haunted by the death of his Uncle Ben, for which he feels responsible, Peter embraces the mantra, "With great power comes great responsibility." He dedicates his life to fighting crime and protecting the innocent, often struggling to balance his heroic duties with the everyday challenges of being a student, photographer, and trying to maintain a personal life. His quick wit and endless stream of jokes often mask his deep sense of duty and personal sacrifice. Character introduction. Kraven the Hunter. Sergei Kravenov, famously known as Kraven the Hunter, is a renowned big game hunter and one of Spider-Man's most formidable adversaries. Hailing from a noble Russian family, Kraven is driven by an obsessive desire to prove himself the greatest hunter in the world, often seeking to defeat the most challenging prey, such as Spider-Man. He uses no weapons, relying solely on his superhuman strength, agility, enhanced senses, gained from jungle elixirs, and vast knowledge of hunting tactics. Kraven lives by a strict, albeit twisted, code of honor, often underestimating the spider totem that is Spider-Man, leading to dramatic and intense encounters. Character introduction. J. Jonah Jameson. J. Jonah Jameson is the bombastic, perpetually angry, and fiercely anti-superhero publisher of the Daily Bugle newspaper. He views masked vigilantes, particularly Spider-Man, as dangerous menaces who operate outside the law and seek only glory. Jameson is known for his loud, opinionated editorials and his relentless efforts to expose and discredit Spider-Man, often funding outlandish schemes to capture or unmask him. Despite his bluster, he is a dedicated journalist, but his unwavering skepticism and personal biases make him a constant thorn in the side of New York's heroes. Character introduction. Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy was one of Peter Parker's first and most beloved girlfriends. A brilliant and beautiful science student, Gwen was known for her intelligence, kindness, and strong will. She was a significant part of Peter's life before his identity as Spider-Man complicated their relationship to tragic ends. Her presence in Peter's life represented a chance at normalcy and happiness, often acting as a grounding force amidst his burgeoning superhero responsibilities. Character introduction. Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn is the son of wealthy industrialist Norman Osborn and one of Peter Parker's closest friends from high school and college. Initially a fun-loving and somewhat troubled individual, Harry's life became increasingly complex and tragic due to his father's dual identity as the Green Goblin. Despite his struggles with addiction and mental health, and his own stints as the Green Goblin, Harry often tries to be a good friend to Peter. His story is marked by a deep friendship with Peter, complicated by rivalry and the dark legacy of his family name. Kraven the Hunter, recently released from prison, appears on a talk show, claiming he will lawfully capture Spider-Man, whom he erroneously declares to be a mutant. The X-Men, watching this, realize Spider-Man is now a target for mutant haters everywhere, and Professor X is too sick to locate him telepathically. They decide to find him and warn him. The team, including Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Angel, Beast, and Iceman, discreetly searches a local club, believing Peter Parker, like them, is a young person who would frequent such a place. At the same club, Peter Parker is on a date with Gwen Stacy, accompanied by Harry Osborn and Flash Thompson. Kraven, tracking Spider-Man's scent, attacks the club with the blob. Spider-Man springs into action to protect the civilians, including his friends. The X-Men join the fray, believing Kraven is targeting Spider-Man because he's a perceived mutant. A chaotic battle ensues, with the X-Men's powers clashing with Kraven and Blob's brute force. Angel gets injured, and Iceman struggles against the Blob's immovability. Spider-Man, witnessing the X-Men's selflessness, finds an unexpected alliance. After a fierce fight, Kraven manages to collect DNA samples from the X-Men but is ultimately defeated and flees. The X-Men offer Spider-Man a place among them, but he declines, preferring to operate alone. Unbeknownst to Kraven, his DNA samples are sought by a mysterious figure with a sinister proposition for him. This hints at a larger plot involving the X-Men's genetic material, leaving both Spider-Man and the X-Men to ponder the implications of Kraven's misguided hunt.